Page 2 has turned 10. How do you feel?
Oh, this is the most exciting night. No single page in any newspaper in the Caribbean has ever had the effect as Page 2.
When Novia comes up with an idea, when Page 2 came up, it was the most unbelievable casual conversation. I would sort of say, try it and see what happens. And I look at Page 2 today. So I think the Observer continues to just lead the way by having innovation built into the DNA of what the paper represents.
We are proud of Page 2. Everybody wants to be on Page 2, and that's how it should be. So we're looking forward to many, many more years of Page 2.
A decade from now, when you want to know how we lived, how we socialized, what we wore, how we ate, how we sang, how we celebrated, you will look to Page 2 and understand the story.
Hey, no, no, no. Hey, hey, no. Hey, no, no, no. Hey, no.
The key in life is to have an opportunity to do something before people actually know that they want it. That's always the quantum leap, as it were, the moment when you really connect, you know, oh, is Jamaica ready for this? Oh, is Jamaica ready for that? Sometimes you've got to get people to be ready before they are ready. Before Page 2, you had to wait until the end of the week to gather all of the social information. So it was all put together once a week, and it was a nice Sunday read. The Observer was a new newspaper. Business was on Wednesday, entertainment was on Friday. Tomorrow, Scott Williams brought me in to handle lifestyle, but he still didn't have enough pages. So you found yourself competing with one page, and you had the competitor with a whole stream of information. You had to stop and say, well, how can I get in? How can I make an inroad? So that's why we really needed that definitive social page, because if you're putting out the information every single day, it becomes one big yawn by the time it comes Sunday. My chairman's daughter, Jamie, had returned to Jamaica. She was a lot more active in the day-to-day running of the Observer, right? And thank God, because you know, we had that ally in the boardroom, as it were, and she proved to be a brilliant ally. She got it, she understood, and she went to bat. And she did bat for us, right? So I was on location, I was at Manor Park Saturday, that would have been the 8th of April. And Brian Cummings and I had just wrapped the Fashion Observer shoot. That's when we got the call. Okay, we're rolling out Page 2 on Monday. Literally, we had to spring into action. Don't forget that you've got it in your mind, but you don't have it. We had a birthday party to attend, so it all came together kind of in a very random, haphazard way, but it came together, and we delivered the first Page 2 on Monday, you know, with Garth Millwood's 40th birthday party and one or two other random things that we literally threw together. You know, we had a good team, you know, Kylie, Roland, Deborah. I mean, it was sharp, it was sharp. You had to be, you were at the function. We're here now at a dinner party. Before we left, we'd leave before the dinner party, get back to the office, put it out so that the next day you saw what was happening. And that's how you start. You know, the hardest part is to start. We figured we were onto something within the first 3 days of Page 2, to tell the truth, because thankfully an advertising organisation made a phone call and said, oh, that page looks interesting, I'm buying that page. You know, because don't forget the page was there. Thankfully, Air Jamaica and Red Stripe saw the page and Kuna Mutual. So you had the strip ad on the page. To this day, 10 years later, page 2 is paid for, right? And as soon as your contract is up, it's signed for, it's very hard to actually get a spot. So obviously, two things, the advertising revenue, and when you see the oldest newspaper in the Caribbean responding to that, you must know that you are obviously on to a good thing. What I think helped us considerably, two things. Alicia Keys came to Jamaica and had the shoot with Babycham in Doheny Park. Right, I think Sherlock Crescent, I think that's where he's from. Day 2 was Beeston Street, downtown. It was like 4 hours of waiting, you know, just trying to get to her, trying to get the shot. But it worked actually, it worked out. We got the shot, we did a nice page. Immediately after that, we had our own paparazzi and celebrity moment when Beanie Man got married to Danger. So we had moments, we had interesting things happening to really push us out there. So it pushed us hard. And I mean, as I said, it was hard work. It's a newsroom. At the end of the day, it's a newsroom. If you have 8 pictures on a page and you hear that Alicia Keys is in Jamaica, what do you think? You're obviously going to go to the bigger story. If you hear that Rihanna is at the poolside with Chris Brown, prior to that, it was only whispered. Did anybody have any proof that they were together? No. Jamaica showed the proof. I got a call the afternoon, 3 calls in fact. Rihanna had performed at Boscobel Beach. She was in Kingston, and I got a call to say that she was at the poolside. I was like, okay, whatever. We had literally just taken a picture at the show in Boscobel, so got that picture. Wonderful. What else could there be? And to this day, I say to people, I always answer my own phone. Nobody screens my calls. I answer my own phone because the day I got not 1, not 2, but 3 calls. Okay, Novia, they're eating burger and French fries. How lovely. Okay, don't send the big camera. Send the small camera because there's security. I said, okay. I myself had no idea that she was, I guess she was linked to Chris Brown, but I remember the day clearly. I said to Roland, we had a camera, I said to Roland, I gave him the money. I said, go and have lunch with Alicia at the poolside. Here's the camera and get the picture. He came back with the picture. My phone started ringing at 2 o'clock in the morning. The bidding war started all over the world. Yes. Daily Mail wanted the photo. E! Television wanted the photo. Everybody wanted the photo. I'm thinking, which photo could that be on page 2, for heaven's sakes? The picture of Chris Brown holding Rihanna up in the pool. Who knew? It has always been a challenge to get everybody to the table, as it were, to show. It's difficult in Jamaica. It's a contradiction in Jamaica to show the best of Jamaica, to show the best of our lives. In fact, when you show the best of our lives, people are astounded. People are actually shocked. Oh my God, that's how Jamaicans live? Yeah, that's how we live. Am I going to apologize for showing the best side of Jamaica? Never. Am I going to apologize, you know, a decade ago for showing the other side of Jamaica? Nah. Does classism exist in Jamaica 10 years later? I guess it does. Page 6, People magazine. Everybody wants that exclusive. Vanity Fair wants that exclusive. You know, everybody wants the big story. Gwyneth Paltrow's left her husband. Yeah, you want the big story. You want the exclusive. And we wanted exclusives, right? Even if we go to an event that everybody else is covering, our angle will be a different angle, right? Not an exclusive. Don't want it.
Hey, no, no, love. Hey, hey,
Novia is a brand in and of herself, right?
Yes.
So I mean, she sets a trend. The Observer has been more trend-setting in all of these different areas. But maybe what's most magical about it is the Observer has a built-in core principle that we celebrate the good of Jamaica. So I think the Observer continues to just lead the way by having innovation built into the DNA of what the paper represents.
Well, Page2 was presented to Jerry and Nephew before I got there. But the sense that I got was that it was presented as something that was novel and new, in the sense that page 2 in most papers is the page that you will skip across and you go from page 1 to page 3 and so on. So from a marketing standpoint, for page 2 to become this powerhouse page that everybody wants to go on, a page that is not typically used, you know, it is from a marketing standpoint, as a marketer, see it as genius.
You can have the same event being covered by different persons, different teams, but which is the one that is going to excite you? Which is the one that persons are going to be picking up that paper and turning to first to see what the coverage is? It's going to be page 2, and it's because of how they package their content. Novia is very meticulous. She has a very discerning eye, an eye for detail, and certainly she thinks differently in terms of the way the content can be packaged and presented to the reader. And so I think that is what Novia and the Page 2 team keeps getting right.
Would you say that Page 2 has contributed to the success of the Observer?
Definitely, you know, all the sections contribute, I believe, but Page 2 is a lighter side. It's a fun side, and it is a lot of interest in Jamaican culture in pictures. And that's what I really love about it, because you see people from all walks. Regardless of some of the criticisms, people love and just dying to get on Page 2. And you know, I remember Beenie Man saying to Novia at a function, is you make Jamaican dancehall people stop wear t-shirts. So it has that effect. You have to raise your game if you want to be on Page 2, and that's good about it. We'll always come with something else, you know, the Observer. We're always a step ahead.
The more you can humanize commerce, is the more people connect with you. Yeah, so I mean, everybody knows Richard Branson leads a Virgin Group. Everybody knows, you know, Gordon Woodstewart leads the Sandals ATL Group. The more people feel like they know you and more personally, you will actually have a human face at the end of the day. It's good for business, it's good for customer relations, it's good on so many levels, and that's what it sets out to do. So to recognize, you know, yes, there's a socialite element of it, but show all of Jamaica that the business leaders are humans too, right? A lot of them rose up through the ranks, self-made, built their companies, and they're appreciative of the transactions their companies do. So Page 2 for us is really much more than, as you say, the socialite element of it. It's just humanization of commerce.
Lifestyle has a huge market here in Jamaica. What you have to do is to ensure that what you're presenting to the readers, to the sponsors, to the advertisers is something that they're going to find interesting. It's also keeping in mind that marketers want to position their brands along something that is going to have high visibility. And so Page 2 is a perfect example. Having an advertising presence on Page 2 continuously ensures that you're top of mind. People pick up the paper just to see Page 2 every day, so you want to be associated with it.
Well, Supreme Ventures has benefited with our affiliation with Page 2 and with the Jamaica Observer, because it keeps you out there, it keeps you in the limelight, keeps you relevant. Like I said, most people turn to Page 2 before they check anything else in the newspaper. At least most people I know. So whether it is we're having an event, hosting an event, and they've captured the event, images of the event and posted it there, it gives us great publicity. And again, Page 2 is everybody goes there to find out and see what is happening. So once you are there, it helps to present your product, what's happening in the company.
Page 2 has showcased several industries on its pages, time and time again. And the persons behind those industries, the designers, the singers, the musicians, the chefs, the restaurant owners, other business owners, they would have benefited from getting that additional exposure. Consumers who would have been following Page 2, who perhaps, whether dedicated readers or those who have stumbled upon it, they would, I think, seek out those persons, follow those brands, place their orders. So I'm sure that there are some persons out there who would have benefited from having been exposed on Page 2. And remember again that Page 2 is not just about reaching an audience in Jamaica. It extends far beyond that.
I definitely think that Page 2 is an income generator. I think that first of all, Page 2 helped to elevate the readership in the Jamaica Observer. I think it helped to open up the Observer to a much wider demographic. And I think that people have started to compete to get their ads on Page 2. So it definitely is an income generator for the newspaper. I think it's an income generator for the brands that associate with Page 2 because, like I said, it opens us up to a bigger demographic and it makes us relevant.
We find that a lot of our advertisers' sponsorships are lifestyle driven. And so Page 2 falls within that broader aspect. So if I was going to give you an idea of what the revenue stream would be, I would say it would be about 70%. Keep in mind, it's not just advertising, but like I said, it's a lot of sponsorship through events that we do at the Observer.
Lifestyle has now become an area to be reckoned with. People who are silly enough in 2016 to think that lifestyle is fluff, yeah, I want them to continue to think that, because from Page 2 has spawned quite a few events, has spawned quite a few activities. So the entire lifestyle desk contributes to the bottom line, contributes significantly to the bottom line of the Jamaica Observer newspaper. You better believe it is a business in the same way that fashion is a billion-dollar industry. Lifestyle is could be a billion-dollar industry. When I'm in Trinidad and I hear, oh, you're Page 2ing, it means that you're dressing up. Now, Page 2 is becoming an adjective in Trinidad and Tobago. Now that's interesting, would you say? Everybody has now come to the table to understand what lifestyle is about.
Novia, so Danville, the team. What a remarkable team. Novia is the face. She's got a hell of a team working with her. She has a wonderful team. Creative, enthusiastic. Anywhere in the world is to them. It's like they're home. They're Observer. They're bringing the news back home. London, Trinidad, you name it. So look, I would like very much to drink a toast to Page 2, the team, the newspaper headed by Danville and his editorial staff, the staff that deliver the paper, and the list goes on and on. Novia, baby, Becky.
Has been Page 2's contribution to lifestyle journalism in Jamaica?
Well, I honestly think that it showcases different people and different lifestyles. Normally, you have some people who are working behind the scenes really hard, and Page 2 showcases that. They also show you where's hot, who is hot, what's going on, and so I think that it has created that kind of, listen, yeah, you know you're happen when you get on Page 2. So it is really great, and I'm so happy for them, and I just want to congratulate them. Big ups to Novia, wonderful human being, and I hope that she continues to grow from strength to strength, and there'll be more Miss Kitty on Page 2.
Miss Kitty, give us a Novia impersonation.
Eat it, drink it, applaud it, darling.
Page 2 is something to be noted in Jamaica. It's something that people come out, they want to dress, they want to impress, and they want, oh, is that the Observer photographer? Everybody knows Garfield. Everybody knows the Observer photographers, which, you know, they need to call and look good for and, you know, really turn it up, because our social pages have really, really touched a note in Jamaica and the Caribbean.
been a fantastic journey, 10 years. Page 2, Novia, you guys have done a wonderful job of really changing the face of what social life is all about and social media coverage. And we wish you a fantastic journey, a continued journey, one that will see us back here in 10 years' time saying it's now 20. So wish them all the best.
Congratulations, Novia. Congratulations to Observer, of course. Just keep innovating. We're expecting greater things for the next 10 years, and I'm looking forward to seeing what she has in store.
A decade from now, when you want to know how we lived, how we socialized, what we wore, how we ate, how we sang, how we celebrated, you will look to page 2 and understand the story. It has evolved over the years, obviously. Another 10 years, it's going to be showcasing the best of Jamaica without apology.
Novia has proven herself to be a trailblazer with both Page 2 and other initiatives. And my wish for her, her team, and the Observer is that they will continue to have success with Page 2 and with all the other initiatives that they have. And I look forward to actually seeing them surpass the bar that they themselves have set. So just continued success, and I actually look forward with lots of curiosity to see what will come next.
My wish and Jerry and nephew family's wish for Novia and the Page 2 team is continued success. Novia is innovative. She has championed this paper and Page 2 throughout the years, and we have seen the innovations coming out. She has taken Jamaica to another level in terms of showcasing our brand as a people, and for us as a corporate company with great brands, great Jamaican brands. So my wish for her is for her to continue to win more awards. I hope she gets all the awards and all the accolades that she truly deserves. And for the Observer team, also continued success, continue to be innovative. The world is changing, and I know that you are up for the challenge.
As we celebrate 10, it's really been 10 fantastic years. Novia and the team have done a fantastic job. It's not easy, people think it's just glamorous, working at a newspaper, but it's not easy. It's many nights out, it's many mornings out of your bed, it's many nights and days on the road. But the team continues to push the bar. We continue to feature persons, places, exclusive things happening in this country that nobody knows about. So we'll continue to do that. I wish for our sponsors coming out of our 10th anniversary gala. We just want to say thank you for always supporting our crazy creative ideas. But we really appreciate the business, and we will continue to push the bar.
To know that through thick and thin, my chairman has stood with me. That is the biggest achievement. You can't ask for more than that. I've been very, very fortunate. And to whom much is given, much is expected. So I'm here to ensure that people understand that we are a great nation and that the region is a great region. So whether you're going to come here to eat because we're a great food destination, whether you're going to come here because we're a great style, we are a unique style destination. We've not really pushed that. We have the greatest models on the runways globally right now, right? Our fashion designers with the necessary push will be there. We have a fabulous country, right? So we just need to tell that story more. So that's my role. That drives me, that gets me up each day. Nobody cares who comes second in a race. In this business, you're as good as the last page of the newspaper that you would have read, because today's news is used to wrap tomorrow's fish and chips. If that doesn't keep you humble, nothing else will. It's hard. Anything you do is hard. If you do it well, it's hard. If you want to be everybody's friend, yeah, you can be team favorite. You can be hashtag the best person in the whole wide world. But I want my legacy to be that I was a hard taskmaster and I got the job done.